All right. My article is from Ars Technica, written by Ashley Bellinger, and the title is Crypto Hedge Fund CEO May Not Exist. Probe finds no record of identity.
Okay.
So,
I love this.
yeah,
already.
right. So this is not, I don't think I'm going to make a habit of this because this literally just happened like a day and a half ago.
Oh, wow. Current.
So this is not an old tab. I just came across this and I was like, this is so stupid. I have to do something on this immediately.
Awesome. Okay.
So we're working with facts that have like just come out. The story might change. Who knows like how much of this will be revealed to be something else or anything. But for the sake of this podcast, I was like, we have to share this. It's really stupid and funny. So I'll give you the blurb. So it says,
okay.
For years, rumors spread on social media that Stephen Reece Lewis, the chief executive officer of a now shuttered cryptocurrency hedge fund called Hyperverse, was a quote unquote fake person who quote unquote doesn't exist.
Okay. Amazing.
After
Makes
its
sense.
investigation, The Guardian has confirmed that no organization cited on his resume can find, quote, any record of him.
Okay.
So basically, it's
It's just a bunch of people in a coat stacked on top of
literally
each other.
it's not even that. Oh, it gets
children.
funnier, right? So
It's
this reminds me
dumber?
it's dumber than you think. Yeah. So
Oh my
it just
gosh.
kept making me
Okay.
think of Wolf of Wall Street, which we just watched because you had not seen it until you
Yep.
came down for LA Comic Con, where he's like,
You
it's a
made me watch
fugazi,
it.
it's a fugazi, it's a woozy, it's a wazi, it's fairy dust. It's not real.
That's a good Matthew McConaughey. He got those R's, got those Texan R's really,
Yeah.
really
Fairy
accurate.
dust.
I can't even do it.
This guy, he's the Alan Smithy of CEOs. Who knows? No one even knows. Do you know who Alan Smithy is?
No.
So Alan Smithy is a pseudonym that people in film use. It's usually used by like directors who just they didn't want to be associated with the movie that they made. So they'd say Alan Smithy directed it.
Oh.
Or they'll say like, oh, Alan Smithy was the editor on this. It's basically like a fake name that they use so that they can credit it to somebody else.
Does Alan Smithy have an IMDb?
That's actually a good question. I never thought to look it up.
Better open a tab.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, there's another tab of Alan Smithy's credits. Anyway, this is the Alan Smithy of CEOs. This story is dear to my heart because it brings together a lot of things I love. One is rich people losing money.
Yes.
That's mostly what it is.
Yep.
Also,
Feels
making fun of crypto bros for being totally off the wall and really insane. It's weird because this seems like a culmination of what the Silicon Valley like evangelist CEO. It seems like this is the natural culmination of where it was going to go.
Amazing.
I can't wait for the prestige TV show that they make on Apple or like on Showtime or HBO
On
about
Apple.
this. Or the movie that
Applewood.
they're going to make. Applewood. Yeah. Did you watch WeWork? I'm sorry. We Crashed was the name of the show.
No, but I think my husband did.
Oh my God. It's great. I love it because I hate Jared Leto with a passion.
Oh, so do I.
And he's the CEO of WeWork. It's a show about like WeWork crashing.
Wait, it
Oh yeah. Oh, very famously lost like $40 billion. But it's funny because Jared Leto is insufferable, but so is Adam Newman. So it's actually perfect casting. So it's ironically like the best role that Jared Leto's ever played because he's just being himself, which is what the role required. Anyway.
Wow.
There's a bunch of these. There was like a whole slew of them that came out. There was the what was that? The Amanda Seyfried one that was about Elizabeth
about
Holmes.
the lady who talks like this.
Yeah, I like to wear turtlenecks like Steve Jobs. And then there was the Joseph Gordon-Levitt one about Uber.
That's right. Wow.
So this will be interesting because I think they'll have to use this anyway. Okay, so let me get into the story before we get too crazy with it.
We're spiraling.
Yeah, spiral. All right, as one does. So the name of the company that is in question is called Hyperverse. So Hyperverse was one of the many crypto investment schemes started by two real people. One is named Sam Lee, who once dubbed himself the Crown Prince of Bitcoin in Australia.
That's so lame.
Right? That
is the lamest.
And his partner Ryan Shu, who promoted himself once as one of China's 4 Bitcoin kings.
Oh, so we have a prince and a king.
A prince and a king, exactly.
Dorks.
Dorks. The pair are also two founders of the collapsed Australian Bitcoin company Blockchain Global, which separately owes creditors $58 million.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Failing up.
Yep.
Yes. So I should say the story is, it was cracked. I guess The Guardian did this big investigation, The Guardian Australia. So that's where all this takes place. Just so you know.
So cool.
So the company Hyperverse offers these returns to people of up to 300% within 600 days through a membership plan to the Hyper community, quote unquote.
Sounds legit. Yeah. So far.
It's 100% like on,
Yeah.
It's perfect. Yeah. I'm like, I see no problems here.
Nope.
Investors in the Hyper Group were asked to pay in cryptocurrency for subscription packages, with rewards accumulating in Hyper units.
So you use fake money to buy more fake money?
Literally, yes. That's exactly what it is.
Wow.
And they offer a daily rate return of 0.5%. And traditional to pyramid schemes, members were also incentivized to recruit other members.
Of course.
So the story's got it all. Crypto, it's got straight pyramid schemes, it's got made up
Fake
people, fake people. It's perfect. So again, this basically just sort of came to light last month with this big story that The Guardian had published about it. And they sort of like did research about what was going on. And of course, as part of one of these kinds of things that they do, they always talk to people who are like, oh, I was scammed out of money. My life's really hard. I put so much into this nonsense. One of the people, I'm sorry, if people who like didn't have money invested in this and got screwed, I don't make fun of them. I make fun of the terrible people.
Yeah, the ones that, yep.
Okay. And so one of these people, his fake name is Peter. His Alan Smithy is Peter because he didn't want people to know who he really was.
Okay.
So the article just
Peter
identifies him as Peter. Peter was introduced to the platform by a friend while golfing. So you can already tell. Dorks, yes. So ever the prudent investor, he initially tested the system by putting in about $1,000. And he was like, you know what? This is going to work. I think this is great. So once he saw it was working and he saw a little bit of return on investment, basically the 0.5% daily rate, he decided to go all in and he put a bunch more money in. We're going to come back to Peter in a little bit.
Okay,
Peter, yes, just remember
Peter
him.
the golfer.
Peter the golfer, he's wearing a cool, whatever. He's wearing one of those golfer caps. He's got the Argyle socks pulled up over his pants.
All the way up to his knees.
All the way up to his knees.
Up to his thighs.
Up to his thighs. He's wearing an Argyle vest. He's wearing Lululemon pants, probably. I don't know what else golfers wear.
You know what? I think all that's correct.
Yes,
I've never
he's
been
wearing
to a
the
golf
red
course.
Nike. The red Nike shirt that Tiger Woods used to wear. Remember the really famous ones from the 90s? He's wearing all those things. He's golfing.
Wow. Okay.
He's drinking scotch, right? He's just like, hey, I don't know.
He's yelling at some kid who carries his clubs around.
Some caddy. Exactly. He's terrible.
Yeah. Yep.
This person, Peter, we don't love him. So he invests in Hyperverse. He throws all this money in. He gets real excited. Everyone's hype, appropriately, about the Hyperverse.
Such a dumb name.
It's the worst. It gets even dumber. So it gets dumber.
How?
It's like those ads where they're like, it gets better. Remember from back in the day? Now it's like, it gets dumber.
And that is pretty much everything that's happening to everywhere right now. Guess what, everybody? It's dumber than it used to be.
It gets worse.
It's not even worse. It's just less good. Dumber.
Less good.
Less smart. Okay, go.
So in December 2020, So in December 2021, Hyperverse hosts an online global launch event, and a man named Stephen Reece Lewis was introduced as the chief executive officer. So this part is funny because it's not like he's some guy like in shadow, like with a muffled voice, like they would do when they like people are trying to like speak up about something, like they're whistleblowers or they're like rape victims or something, and they want to hide their identity to avoid shame. It's like a dude. It's a straight up dude in a suit. It's a person. So he's. And this has not come out yet, but like, so he's clearly like an actor of some sort now in retrospect.
Has to be, yeah.
Yeah. So they hired some guy to be a fake CEO of this company.
This is amazing.
Right. And it gets crazier. So no one has come out and figured out who this person is, but presumably he's got a family. He's got like parents. He's got like maybe siblings. He's met somebody at some point. So I'm just waiting for there to be the Reddit thread to be like, hey, that's actually, Billy Bob.
So Billy Bob.
Billy Bob the Fifth.
The guy that runs the pizza place.
Yeah, he's a descendant of the pizza place guy. He's the cheese distributor that couldn't do it. And he went on to be CEO of Hyperverse.
An actor.
Yes. My great-grandfather was Billy Bob.
The cheese distributor
The cheese
from
distributor.
New Jersey.
He supported my love of acting, and now I'm fake CEO of this company.
They have my family hostage. Anyway.
Yeah. So presumably this person somewhere, I don't know if he's on the lam. I don't know if he like went to Switzerland and got like facial reconstructive surgery so that people could never actually find him or like what it is. But he's there. I don't know who it is. We're going to have more on that at some point in the next
I'm so excited.
Yeah, in the few weeks in the coming weeks, I'm sure we'll have more information about it.
I want to know everything about this guy.
I do too. I'm fascinated to know who he is. It reminds me of, I think, was it Iron Man 3 when they have the Mandarin show up and it's just Ben Kingsley who's like pretending to be the villain.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen
it's
those
sort
movies.
Of like that. Yes. Yes.
They all
You've
kind
seen
of
all
blend
movies.
into one.
They do. Anyway, so after December 2021, where they have this online event, the following month, they post a bunch of celebrity endorsement videos on Twitter. And this is where we realize these Twitter accounts, the like LinkedIn, all these different social media accounts did not exist for this guy prior to this.
Okay.
And basically they start putting up a bunch of celebrity endorsement videos, like I said. So they are from, the first person is Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak, Chuck Norris.
That makes sense for some reason.
Comedian Jim Norton, and our boy band king, NSYNC's very own Lance Bass.
Lance Bass. Okay, I was going to say Lance.
Lance.
Wait, they're all like...
They all have made endorsement videos for this guy. Now, this is where it gets crazy. So there's no proof that any of these people had any idea what they were actually promoting, but tellingly, by the services that were available on Cameo at the time, people have put two and two together and realized that they just commissioned them for a cameo because you could just pay them whatever, like $200. And, you know, in one hand, it'll be like, hey, you know, whoever, happy bar mitzvah, or it's like happy 40th birthday or something. You can also get it to be like, hey, my buddy started this new company called Hyperverse. We're really pumped about it. Can you just do this little video? And they'll just be like, yeah, sure, why not? As long as it's not like knowingly offensive or racist or anything terrible like that, they'll just record it.
What a loophole.
Yeah. So these guys hired all these four. So Steve Wozniak said, I'm here to support Steven in the Hyperverse, and I can't wait for the Hyperverse.
Amazing. Ooh.
Chuck Norris states that, quote, under the leadership of CEO Steven, Hyperverse will be the leader of a metaverse space.
None of that makes sense. It's all word salad.
It's word salad for sure.
Yep.
My favorite is Jim Norton. Jim Norton described Hyperverse as a decentralized metaverse platform with infinite possibilities and encouraged people to sign up. I strongly believe Steven will lead Hyperverse to success. Let's all join the Hyperverse. What are you waiting for? Do it now.
Oh, no.
Do it now. What are you waiting for?
It sounds like a
Get to the
cult.
chopper. Get to the Hyperverse.
The Hyperverse sounds so stupid. It's like, make it better. Make it me want to go to it.
Anything that says verse in it, I'm just like, no thanks. Yeah. Metaverse, Hyperverse, all that crap.
Gone.
They were previously part of something called the Hyper Fund, and that's where the story begins for Reece Lewis. So I actually found the picture that was on part of their promotional materials.
Is it RHYS? Lewis?
It's Stephen, REECELEWIS.
I was going to say, that's a solid Welsh name right there.
Oh, look at that. He might be Welsh. He might not exist at all.
He doesn't exist.
Yeah. I'm going to show you the picture. So I'm going to read off of this little blurb that they made. So this is like from the PowerPoint presentation, talking about his bona fides, his bona fides. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
And you can see a picture of him there as well. He's a handsome fella. He's wearing a nice blue suit.
It looks like they No. It looks like they photoshopped a mugshot onto a tiny person's body.
His head is rather big for the rest of his body. That's true.
That's not, no. That's not one person. That's like three people put into one person. That head does not belong on that body.
I don't know, man. It looks, there's video of this too, though. So
he has a big head?
Yeah, and the video is like, it's not AI, you can tell. It's not like a made up person. It's like this guy exists. meaning like this human being exists. Whether or not
Right.
his name is actually Stephen Reece Lewis is up for debate.
Okay.
So Stephen Reece Lewis has spent over a decade in the IT and fintech industry, focusing on business management, project consultation, and communications. He started his career as a derivatives trader with Goldman Sachs, then began his own web development company, which was later sold to Adobe. He is a proven business builder with extensive experience across emerging markets, new technologies, and digital assets. So The Guardian reached out to Goldman Sachs and to Adobe. No such person ever existed. No such person ever worked at Goldman Sachs. No such company was ever acquired by Adobe.
You can just make anything up.
You can make anything up now. Yeah. Let's see. And in 2016, he saw the disruptive potential of blockchain technology and predicted that the crypto market would be the key driving force in economic growth of the next decade. He secured nearly $10 billion from angel investors to launch an IT consulting startup advising on building blockchain-based solutions for the financial markets. His strong performance and drive caught the attention of Hypertech Group, which then acquired Stephen's IT blockchain consultancy company in October 2020 in order to bring Stephen and his team aboard in early 2021. Lies. But here's the best part. Stephen holds a BA in economics and mathematics from Leeds University, along with an MBA in finance from the University of Cambridge.
So I don't think Cambridge has a finance program.
Guess what? Apparently he went there, but they followed up. Nope, he didn't. No such person exists. Never went to college. This is like the worst LinkedIn profile, like on crack with like $50 billion put behind it.
Go on. Oh, wait, it says he's from now he lives in Dubai. It says.
Allegedly, right?
Well, yeah.
Who knows? Yeah.
A lot of people could live in Dubai.
A lot of people could live in Dubai. All made up.
Dubai? Or just the guy? Okay, go on, please. Sorry.
The Hypertech Group. I'll stop at this point in the conversation and say the funny part to me about this is like it's a crucially relatable story for those of us who are in the freelance and sort of creative industries, because this is the kind of stuff that we have to deal with all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
Where we're literally a one-person business. So on the one hand, I'm like, I kind of relate to the idea of having to just be like, this is our CEO that exists, and like, this is our creative director, and this is this and that.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a strange expansion of that and like taken to like an 11.
Right.
But
like I had a friend who was a graphic designer, and he had 3 email addresses. And one of them was like HR, and one was him, and then one was like vice president, and it was all him. But it gave him some legitimacy. This is like that, but insane.
But these guys have just been doing, Shu and Lee they've been doing this for like a bunch of different times. And because crypto is like this insane, non-regulated thing. It's like this, the whole point is that they're like, oh, it's decentralized. It's not really regulated by any government, which is the selling point for a lot of people, because they think that like, once the government gets involved in it, it's going to be ruined, and, the potential for making more money is off the table. But it's also on the flip side, you can not do that if you are regulated. Even that's debatable, but
you can do anything if you have money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's go back to our friend Peter. Remember Peter?
Oh my gosh, that's right, Peter.
Yeah, Peter with his golf pants. He's hyped, dude. He hears the news about Reece Lewis, and he's just like, hell yes. My boy Reece Lewis. He's going to take this to the moon.
What did they used to say? Hodl? High. Oh shoot! They had a little phrase.
Oh, buy high, sell low. To the moon is all I remember. Is like, we're gonna take it to the moon.
Hang on, I gotta look it up because it's driving me insane. Yeah, hodl. Hold on for dear life.
Hodl. I don't know this. I've never heard of it.
It's hold on for your dear life.
Oh.
We're going to the moon. Like, we're getting straight to the moon.
I just remember diamond hands, which is like when you have to hold on to it forever and not let it go.
All of this is made up.
Yep. Money is made up too. Money's not a real thing.
Yeah, nothing's real. 2024 is just, no.
All made up. Anyway, so Peter is hype. Hodl is what you said. Hodor. Whatever. Hodor.
Just a giant man.
Hodl. He's in front of.
They killed Hodl.
The blockchain.
I can't believe they killed Hodl.
They killed Hodl. Bastards.
Benioff.
Right. Peter loves it. 7 figures on paper. He just starts making his investment grows to 7 figures on paper. He's balling. He's just like, I'm going to buy a yacht. I'm going to buy, I don't know, avocado toast, whatever, something is expensive. He's hyped. He's stoked, right? New Argyle sweater. I'm going to buy a second golf course for the other golf course in my backyard.
Buy a caddy.
I'm going to buy a caddy, a Cadillac.
A boy.
A boy. I'm going to purchase this young man.
Okay.
And as soon as he's like, all right, let's do it. But when he starts to try and withdraw money, he gets a message. And it says that the transaction is pending.
Okay.
This was then followed by error messages, such as there being a glitch in the server or technical issues. And, our friend Peter's like, Rome wasn't built in a day. All right. Just stay calm. Hodl. Hodl who.
Hold on for dear
life, right?
Life. Yeah. I was trying to think of a different name.
Hodl. He's like, Hodl, it's all good. You don't know. Don't panic. This is what the government wants you to think. But these are just independent free thinkers who are trying to make us a bunch of bucks. So he's chilling. He's getting a little bit nervous, but he's not freaking out yet. Then in August 2022, the Hungarian Central Bank releases a statement warning customers to exercise due diligence before investing in the Hyperverse, which used to be called the Hyperfund Fund, comparing the system underpinning them to a suspected pyramid scheme behind which there's no real economic activity. The only income of the system is payments of new entrants. Now,
naturally,
slowly people start to wise up and they're like, this might be a disaster. We don't really know what's happening. Where's our money? Which, of course, they come up with another idea. So they start another platform.
No.
Yep. And they jump to another platform, and this time they call it Hypernation. And they launch on YouTube, which I'm going to send you the picture right now. We'll put this on the screen.
Oh my gosh.
Be careful. Okay. So this is the guy, his name. Okay. So before you see it. So they launch on YouTube. This is the guy that comes out to announce it. He's like an evangelist. He's like the brand, person for Hypernation. His name is Mr. H. And he literally looks like, yeah, exactly. He looks like, no, I'm the one who looks like your father.
You do look like my dad.
Yeah. Handsome man.
What do you want me to say to that?
Yeah, he's a handsome guy. Mr. H looks like what 3PO from Star Wars would be wearing if he went to an Eyes Wide Shut robot orgy. Are you ready?
Oh, yes. Send it. No. Can I? This is so stupid. Well, why does he have great, like, okay, so we can see it.
I don't know.
His mouth looks like it's just like.
It doesn't move.
No.
No, so they're borrowing from the iconography of Anonymous, right? So it's like it's supposed to be like a weird gold digital version of the Guy Fawkes mask, I think, because they're also wearing the hoodie and he's wearing the black gloves and the black jacket.
This is the dumbest mask I've ever seen. I mean, I would
Halloween
buy one.
Costume. Yeah, perfect Halloween costume.
Yeah, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Go look this up.
Yes. There was also a lady. Let me send you the other picture. So this is all part of the Hypernation launch. There was a lady whose name was Miss N. So there's Mr. H and Miss N. And they sort of do, they're trying to do like this. How do you describe what she's wearing to the listeners?
It looks like she's wearing a skirt on her face.
But also wearing like the Zorro mask with like a but it's like
masquerade.
A frilly. It's a masquerade, but it's like a frilly skirt. It's like a doily skirt that hangs from the Zorro mask on the front. With a feather.
It looks like someone was like, "Hey, we're gonna have a period part, like a party, not a period party, like a period era, like dress like you're in the 1890s, and then she just doesn't know how to do that and comes showing up and like she found things in a costume store. She looks like so stupid.
It looks
I'm getting
insane.
really angry at this. I hate this so much. I hate everything about this. The way she's holding her hands, like, oh, I'm a tech person, but wearing the dumbest outfit I've ever seen. I'm so annoyed. Okay. I'm so annoyed with this.
That's going to be our Halloween costume. I'll be Mr. H and you're going to be Miss N.
Okay. Super
or cosplay at the next convention we go to.
Everyone's going to be like, are you from an anime?
What is this?
Say, no, worse. We're from real life.
Anyway, so they put out this video, and of course, everyone's like, dude, what the hell is going on? And so the investigations start to get crazy. Now, notably, Reece Lewis was absent from the video, our boy. Our boy Reece wasn't in the video, and now all of a sudden, people are like, what the hell is going on? What is this weird, like, C-3PO, eyes wide shut orgy mask? There's no CEO. Why is this woman wearing a skirt on her face? What the hell is this? So nobody freaks out more than our friend Peter, golfer Peter, right? Of course. Peter suddenly puts the pieces together and he's like, holy crap, I'm screwed. All my money is just like
I've made a huge mistake.
I made a huge mistake. So what does he do? Now, you and I, if we were found in this position, we would feel shame. We would feel embarrassment, but we would probably have to go to at least talk to a lawyer of some sort, right? We'd be like maybe a lawyer or somebody who's a financial advisor that we know. We try and get to the bottom of it. But our friend Peter, no, that's not what he does. He thinks different. That's why he invested in this in the first place, because he's a think different person. He thinks outside the box. So what does he do? It's
funny because when somebody says they think outside the box, everyone always assumes it's smarter.
Yeah.
But
which
sometimes
box?
It's not.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it's not smarter.
No. In the case of Peter, what does he do? He goes and he runs several seminars to help recruit others into the scheme.
Dig the hole deeper.
Digs it deeper. Quote, I recruited 18 people and I have lost 16 friends who don't talk to me anymore, which I'm like, who are the two people that are still talking to him?
He said that?
He said that. In total.
I'm speechless.
I know, right? In total, Peter lost $100,000.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good amount of money.
Not that bad. For him.
For him, I guess. He threw in $100,000. Listen, the moral of the story with Peter is don't trust your golfing friends. Don't even golf.
Don't golf. It's a waste of water.
It's a waste of land.
It's a huge waste of land.
Mini golfing is cool, but don't do like real golfing.
Clown golfing is that?
Yeah, clown golfing is the best. Anyway, so you might think, what the hell's going on, right? So technically, Hyperverse is claiming that because it was a membership-based product, remember, they're not investing directly, they're buying a membership for them to do some sort of return on investment. Because it was a membership-based product, it did not qualify as an investment product requiring financial regulator oversight. Of course, this is not the view of financial authorities in Australia, where Hyperverse has been most active. So a report from the US-based blockchain analysis, Chain Analysis, I guess is what it's called, estimates consumer losses to Hyperverse in 2022 amounted to be $1.3 billion. And the two dudes who started it relocated to Dubai in 2021, presumably to hang out with Lewis. And the whereabouts of Shu are unknown.
Oh, he's gone?
No one knows where he is.
He just went missing.
Yeah.
He's in
the blockchain, probably.
It's like Tron. He goes into the game. What?
Yep.
Okay, so this is so stupid. So, like, okay, keep going.
No, that's it. So no one knows where it is. So no, that's it. There's no satisfying ending to this. They basically took the money and run. They lost $1.3 billion. Our friend,
that's so much money.
Reece Lewis may or may not even exist as a person. He might have had like facial transplant surgery. We don't know. I want to know who this guy is. I want to know who the actor was that got hired for this role. I want to know what they promised him.
He was from Central Casting. They just picked him out. Like, this guy kind of looks like he could be a clean cut white guy who wears a suit.
It's interesting. Interesting, right? It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's my tab. Yeah, that's my tab. I'm sticking to it.
That is so funny and so dumb.
Poor Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris got roped into this. Lance Bass.
They're fine.
Steve Wozniak? Steve Wozniak was a sweet man.
That's the one I'm weirded out about. It's like, Steve, like, get a better agent or like get a better person that tells you what to do.
If Steve Jobs were still alive, this never would have happened because he would have yelled at Wozniak and be like, "What are you doing?"